Всем привет, это Свинтовит, и мы продолжаем проходить Dragon Age Inquisition. В прошлой серии мы закрыли разрыв, правда непонятно как и откуда взялась у нас эта сила, но мы можем закрывать брешь, которая возникла ниоткуда. Ну, почти ниоткуда, скорее всего есть какой-то гад, который ее открыл, впустил из мира теней демонов в наш мир. Но мы смогли временно заблокировать эту брешь. Но вырубились и очнулись здесь. Снаружи нас ждут. И нам надо найти Кассандру в церкви. Так, тут что-то еще есть. Ну, давайте выйдем. Посмотрим. Че стоите? Что у нас здесь? Ничего. Ладно. Кто?
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Да, это я уже понял. Ладненько, давайте направляться к ней. Да, это я. Почему они все на коленях стоят? Странно. Читаем на паузе. Я прочитаю как-то потом. Так. Так. Не, мы зайти. Давайте посмотрим, что здесь. Жалко, я не могу идти медленно. Что у нас здесь? Ну, конечно, что-то прочесть можем. Опять заметки нашего врача. Ну, все дороги ведут в церковь, где нас ждет Кассандра. Так, сундук отмечен, но мы пока с ним взаимодействовать не можем. Ясно, сейчас с нами болтать никто не будет, пока я с Кассандрой не потреплюсь. Ну, ладно. Они мне, по сути, не оставляют выбора. Так, как стоять? Добыча. А, это этот бурчун. Вот так вот. Возмутитель, в принципе. Это куда-то в тюрьму. Наверное, в подвал какие-то.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
паузе.
We will study that. If you
Сука.
find anything, please bring it in.
Ну, можем с тобой поговорить.
I believe Seeker Pentagast was looking for you.
Ясно, я ни с кем не могу здесь поболтать, пока не зайду к Кассандре. Что у нас здесь лежит? Хоть записки всякие я могу читать, пока иду. Сундучок солидный. Но в него я залезть не могу. Ладно. Я оттягивал, но дальше уже оттягивать некуда.
Chain him. I want him prepared for travel to the capital
Да
for
заткнись ты
trial.
уже, вонючка.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
А ты хотела бы,
Have a
чтобы я сдох?
care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
Ну, прикидываться дурачком я не буду. Лучше выберу.
The breach is stable now. What more do you want from me?
We must try again.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Шо, обделался?
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Мужик. Окейшки. Ну, давайте, давайте. Давно я уже не играл в Dragon Age. А в первую часть так совсем давно не играл. Так что... Если будет всплывать что-то из прошлого, придется вспоминать вместе с вами. Как там что было. Возможно, даже не узнаю каких-то важных персонажей из предыдущих двух частей. Ну, некоторых я узнал. Благо, это не трудно. Варик. Но если будет такая ваша милость, вы мне об этом напомните. Кто где был раньше. Мои случайные зрители. Поскольку постоянных у меня нет. Надежда вся на вас и на вашу поддержку. Если вам, конечно, нравится то, что вы видите. Это что у меня за прикид такой? Новые доспешки. Dragon Age Инквизиция. Так. Что это у нас за доспешки? Так, оружие. Все по-прежнему. Да, это круче. Ладно. Так, вернуться в церковь, в убежище и отчитаться. Ну, этим мы займемся чуть позже. Давайте сначала тут по лагерю походим, с людьми пообщаемся. Так. Что это у нас? Так, заявки какие-то. Пока заявок у нас никаких нет. Так. А теперь я сам могу залезть? По-прежнему могу. Ну, с тобой поболтать-то я могу.
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're him. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Разузнать. Чем ты занимаешься?
what do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under 10 Loghain MacTier, best commanding
Loghain.
officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. King Alistair offered my services to the Inquisition, probably to get rid of me.
Ну да, ты же служил этому подлецу.
Logain MacTyr betrayed the Grey Wardens and his king.
Were you there at Ostagar? I was. King Kalen overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Turn Logain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good login site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Ну, счастливо.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Да-да. Так, что у нас тут? Так. Дров не хватает.
You find anything we need, let me know.
Обязательно. Так. Ну, с этим не поболтаешь. Эти тоже там. Посмотрите. Стоят.
So we're heretics, just like that. Should we surrender or...
Don't be foolish. We are the Chantry, as much as any Grand Cleric. That prattle from Valoroyo isn't the word of the Maker. It's politics.
Ясно, барышня. Так. А вы тут о чем болтаете? Ни о чем. Так, тут по-прежнему пусто. О, эти о чем-то толкуют вроде. Газ. Я подошел, они сразу умолкли. Так. Оказалось.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Так, давайте сначала продадим. Так, это тоже продадим. Так, ценности. Ну, это штуки, чтобы продавать. Так, теперь давайте посмотрим, что можно купить. Ну, это двуручная, лук. Это не наша стихия. Ну, топорчик лучше, чем у нас. Щит лучше. Кинжал не для нас. Ладно, давайте пока Так, а вот это лучше будет. Ну, какие-то бонусы у нее не очень. Ладно, пока не будем ничего у него покупать.
I spoke with Commander Cullen. I apologize for what I said earlier.
It's nothing. Now, Scout Plane, what can you tell me of Redcliffe?
Так. Нет, тут ничего
Well,
нет.
I had assumed.
Don't. Our job is to acquire actionable information. Assumptions.
Ясно, ничего интересного. Я думал, тут кого-то из наших встречу, но... Похоже, болтать тут... А, вот и Варик.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Ладно, отвечу так.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that. I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I'm still not sure I believe that any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... That's beyond heroes.
Наверное,
We're
Варик.
going to need a miracle.
Ну, с Вариком поговорили. Не то хлеб, можно возвращаться. А тут я был. А вот и наш маг.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, They are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Да, у него еще та внешность. Видимо, кто-то из создателей этого персонажа не очень любит магов. Точнее, тьфу, магов, эльфов. Раз так поиздевался над его внешностью. Ага, алхимия. Так, подожди, что нужно? Ясно. Пока ничего нет.
Segrit told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making knows where, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
Какая-то безделушка. Записка. Ладно. Будем знать. Что у нас здесь? Так, книжечка. Окей. Небольшие тормоза. Что ж, похоже, мы тут все уже обходили более-менее. Давайте пойдем к нашим. Опс. Извиняюсь за шум.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The
Надеемся
same
мы на
level
это.
of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist.
Ну, есть немножко. Так, что у нас здесь?
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are, we lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montellier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much.
Симпатичная.
It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Ага. Символ надежды. Как же, как же. Да, людям нужна такая штука в такие времена.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
Да-да,
We
поищем.
need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Ну да, тут взвалили на меня. Ну. Так, на что другое тут больше не наводится. Так, разведка внутренних земель.
There's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
Так.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Отправляемся. Да, стрёмные здесь вороны. Это, я так полагаю, наш. А это та самая женщина, что нам нужна. Я так полагаю. Ну, выбора у нас еще пока особо нету. Кого выбирать в путники, спутники. Так что отправляемся этой командой. Ну что ж, сейчас начнутся наши приключения в открытом мире. Ну, по крайней мере, он более открытый, чем все предыдущие. В всех предыдущих частях Dragon Age. Долго грузится. Ну что ж, мой компьютер более-менее справляется, конечно, не полностью. Слегка все же подтормаживает. Текстурки бывают иногда не прогружаются, или еще какие-нибудь штуки выскакивают. Но более-менее тянет. Так что можно будет играть и записывать для вас прохождение этой игры. На загрузке долгие. Ну, прогружайся ты уже. Ну.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's an honor to meet you, my lord. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
What's the situation out here in the hinterlands?
We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Ну да. Ну что ж, начинается наше приключение. Так, тут нужно прокачать. Так, что это нам дает? Так, это усилим. И это усилим. Так. Хорошо. Так, аварик. Так. Что тут? Вот так вот. Маг. Что мага можно тут раскачать? Ну, возьмем вот это. Цепную молнию прокачаем. Хорошо. Так. Так, у всех есть зелье. Хорошо. Так, заявки. Так, лес. Так, хорошо. Ну что ж, в путь. Куда тут? Так, войска. Что с картой? Карта велика. Так, а что это за войска? Так, это что у нас? Ну, давайте сначала туда пройдемся.
Word for you.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile. Nothing to report, sir.
Ладно. Да, вид, конечно, прикольный. Да. Много здесь придется бегать. Хотя все еще выглядит достаточно коридорно. Ладно, спустимся на тропу. Если это, конечно, тропа. О! Секреточка. Кинжальчик. Так, а тут можно и свалиться. Давайте вернемся. А вот эльфийский корень. Нам тут, наверное, придется его много собрать. Ладно, мне хочется уже вперед бежать, исследовать, смотреть, что тут есть. Но, к сожалению, время этой серии подошло к концу. Спасибо, что смотрели. Если видео понравилось, ставьте лайки, комментируйте, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте, подписывайтесь на канал. С вами был Свинтовит. Всего хорошего и до встречи в следующей серии. Пока-пока-пока.